Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to learn one more latest feature introduced in iOS 15, which is searchable modifier. So today we are going to learn how we can add a search view to the list very easily. It's just one line of code and you are done with that. Just you have to write some extra 2-3 lines of code for implementing the search feature, but to add to the list it's just one line of code. So let's get started with that. So first I'm going to explain you what I have here, the code. So basically it's a landmark list view which you can see here at the side. Let me run it, and in this you can see I have all landmarks which I have displayed on the list, and on tap of one I am going to the landmark detail view. So that's only here. Let's see, if I tap I go to the detail view, but currently if I just scroll it up and down you can see there is no search view in this. So let's add it. So to add a search view we have to do two things. First, we need to create a state variable which will hold the search text for us. So why we need that also we will cover. So let's first add a searchable modifier which I have talked at the start. It is like this. I will say searchable and text, and you can see here it wants a binding property. So for that we need to create a state property at the start. So I will create private var search text, and let's assign it to empty for now. And now here I will pass that with $sign search text, and that's it. Only that much you have to do and your search text will automatically come here. So let's resume it and see if it is showing or not. And now if I scroll you can see we are able to see the search field, but if I type anything it will not do it because the logic we have not written it yet. So there is one more thing. Suppose if I'm scrolling it up it's get hide. So this is the default feature, but if you want that search text should be always visible, then what you can do is you can say placement, and here you can say, you can directly say here dot automatic, which will show it and hide it, which is the default one. But if you want it to stay always there, what you can do is you can say, you have to say here, just a minute, search field placement dot navigation bar drawer, and inside this you have this display mode where you have to say always, which will make sure that it is displayed always. So let's run the app and see. Now it's running. So let's scroll it and you can see it's now not getting hide like this. So this is how easy it is to add search on the list view. But now let's see the next part, which is I want to see the terms. Like for example here it is twin. If I say twin, it should start sorting the list with only the results which I am typing here. So that is also very easy. You just need to use one more modifier here, which is on change, this one, and here you have to pass your text. So I will say search text, and once it is done it needs to perform the task on that. So here I will say if my search text is not empty, then I will do the filtering part, which will filter the values from this list. So for that I will say all landmarks which I have actually passed to my list. I'll say all landmarks equal to landmarks, which is my main array, dot filter I will say here. So I am using the higher order function here, filter, and inside this I will say filter the values with the name property, and I want to say if it contains then only filter it with search text. So that's for the non-empty field, but in case our search text is empty, then we need to show all the landmarks. So for that I will pass the default array to the all landmarks like this. So now let's run it again, and now let's type something. Okay, so it's not working here. Let me run it on the actual simulator. It is taking a little bit time to load because I'm running it for the first time. Okay, so now it is loaded. Now let's type our text, and you can see if I type T, it will show the results which are containing the letter T. So like this, and if I tap on it, it will open that one only. So this is how you can implement the complete search in your list view in the Swift UI. So that's how easy it is. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you have learned something new. So yeah, thank you, bye.